welcome back to my little YouTube channel. I'm doing another absolutely terrible makeup application on you guys today. Before we get going, I bought this really gorgeous perfume from Aldi today. It's new. They normally have like it's the equivalent to Jo Malone, and they normally have like pomegranate and I can never say that word. Pomegranate. And they normally have I can't remember what the other one is. Pomegranate and poppy and something. Anyway, the peonies are my favourite ever freaking flowers. They just smell so nice. I was a bit excited, so I decided to try this one, this peony blush. It's an Aldi one and it smells so freaking amazing. It smells amazing. I can't recommend it enough. I think it was like £5.99. And it smells just like the Jo Malone one as well. It smells amazing, honestly. Oh my god, it smells so good. It actually smells like peonies, but with like almost like a peppercorn smell as well, which I know sounds really weird, but it smells really nice. I'm definitely going to be buying that in future. It smells so good. Oh my god, it smells amazing. Really good. Anyway, I've got my makeup box here, so it's a bit heavy. Let me open it and then we can do your makeup really badly. Don't expect miracles. I still haven't cleaned out my makeup box and it looks like a proper disaster. But anyway, and I've not even cleaned my hairbrush because I'm a disaster. Like most people you see on ASMR channels, they're dead composed, and I'm not, because I've got autism. That's no excuse, but I'm just a complete disaster. So we'll start by doing your hair anyway, okay? I'm just a freaking disaster. I've said it on my previous makeup applying video that there's no excuse, but like my mum left me and my dad when I was very young, and I envy people that have got parents that stay together, and I have like a lot of people, like they go shopping with their mums, and I've never really had that. It's just been me and my dad. So when my dad's done my hair, he's done it like a disaster. No offence to my dad, because he's the best dad in the world, but it has been a bit of a disaster. I used to go into school and I remember the head teacher telling me off once because my hair was a state, and I was like, don't tell me off, it's my dad that did it. No offence to my dad, bless him, he tried his best. But most people, so I'm a proper disaster. I'm not going to come on here and like tell you that I'm one of those ASMR people that are gonna do a really good job, because I'm pretty useless, to be honest. In general, pretty useless. I do some random stuff, like I couldn't find my keys. I don't know, does anybody else do this? I couldn't find where I put my car keys yesterday. I was looking all day to where my car keys was, and I pretty much gave up by night time came, because I was supposed to go somewhere yesterday for a viewing, and I ended up giving up in the end because I couldn't find where I put my car keys. And I looked today because I was like, I need to go and get my food shopping, and I thought, well, I want it's nice weather and I really would like to have like a Diet Coke or something, a cherry Coke with some ice. So I went into my freezer to get my ice cubes out, and there was my car keys in the freezer. I put my car keys in the freezer. So I was looking all day, so my car keys have been frozen. I don't know how they work. It's a proper miracle how they even work. No idea, but they do work. I told my dad and he went ballistic. He said, you're lucky, because it could cost a fortune to get new car keys. even though I've got a really old and dilapidated car. I'm absolutely freaking useless the vast majority of the time, and I do some really weird stuff. Like that is not even very weird in comparison to some of the stuff that I do. Anyway, leave a comment below, let me know has anybody else put their car keys in the freezer. So let's see what we've got here. So I've got some more expensive. This is expensive. This is, for me, this is it. I don't spend loads of money on perfume, on foundation. I normally buy stuff for like £1 or something. And I bought this, it was like £15 from Superdrug. It's Max Factor. I used to like their, they used to have a, like a moussey Max Factor foundation that I used to freaking love. And then for some reason they stopped doing it, and I don't know why they stopped doing it. But put the expensive stuff on you. Yeah, I've done some weird stuff, really weird stuff. And I blame it on executive dysfunction because I have autism, otherwise known as Asperger's. And I have something called executive dysfunction, which is really debilitating. Because it means that I forget to do things, or I do... it's really bad actually. I come across like... I'm telling you this and it's too much information because I'm telling the world now and I don't know why I'm telling you all, but I come across like this really, like, I'm not bigging myself up, but like this intelligent person that has been to 2 universities. That I'm really not, honestly I'm not, I'm useless. I'm absolutely freaking useless. I do some terrible stuff, like not terrible criminal stuff, but like really random stuff that I hide it from people, and people think, oh, you're fine, look at her, there's nothing wrong with her, she comes across as fine, she's got her own business, whatever, she's alright, there's nothing wrong with her, she's just faking it. It's not the case, it just isn't. So bad, so bad. This is the thing, I've got another channel, an autism channel, and I sort of tell all on there, but again, even on that channel I'd keep it private. A lot of the time I'm freaking useless. A lot of the time, oops, nearly dropped it. A lot of the time I'll hide from people how useless I am, and I put something called an act on, so I pretend to be this person to a degree, like I'm real, but I'm not. Like, I'll pretend I'm okay. So I come across as being normal. I hate that word. When in reality, I don't even know what's happening the vast majority of the time. I'm talking about autism now when I'm doing your makeup, but a lot of the time, I can misunderstand people's intentions. Autistic people can misinterpret things that are said to them. They can say things to other people that other people can misinterpret. We can trust people when people can mean us like bad intentions. I didn't cork this wine. This is a strawberries and cream wine from Aldi, by the way, and I think it was on offer reduced from £11.99 to £7.99. We can misinterpret people's intentions, and we can trust people when people might not mean us the best intentions. I'm not laughing at that, but that happens to me a lot. And a lot of the time, I'm going to put some blusher on, a lot of the time we think that people mean us the best when they don't, and the whole world can feel quite confusing to us as autistic people. I'm not laughing at that, it's not funny. And also, we can say and do things that can come across as being really weird. Sometimes I've said and done things that have come across as being strange, really strange to people. and it can alienate us from other people. It's really debilitating, and I'm talking about it because that's the reason I'm making this ASMR channel, because I find it actually, as much as people think, oh, she's fine, there's nothing wrong with her, she talks, she smiles, she jokes, whatever, and I am happy most of the time. My dad tells me that I'd laugh if my arse was on fire. He says I'd laugh at anything, which is true. I do laugh at a lot of things, inappropriate things as well sometimes. Like if somebody's died, I might laugh, which is really bad, and I don't mean it nastily, but I don't find it funny, but I just might laugh at it. It just comes across and makes me seem like I'm like a sociopath, when it's not the case. It's just my reaction, my ability to respond to those emotions are different to everybody else. But other people can think that we're really weird as a result, when we're not. There's a lady she did live in Alderley Edge. She's called Christine McGuinness, and I don't know if you've ever heard of her. She was on the Real Housewives of Cheshire. I used to work in Alderley Edge years ago, and she has autism. She was diagnosed with autism, and she suffered with really bad anxiety. And even when you look at like her on the Real Housewives of Cheshire, and you watch her, like if you don't know about autism and you think it's strange or whatever, have a look at the Real Housewives of Cheshire, or Google Christine McGuinness and look at her, and to see her on the Real Housewives of Cheshire, you'd think, oh my god, there's nothing wrong with her, and she's dead confident, and she goes to Dubai, and she goes to Prague, and she's married to like a millionaire or whatever, and she does so much for charity and stuff, and you think there's nothing wrong with her, and she comes across as being really confident, and the reality of it is she's autistic. She has anxiety problems, and she feels exactly the same. It's just that she hides it, and that's the same with a lot of autistic people. And it can be so difficult for autistic people to connect to others, which is why I love to do these videos, because the vast majority of the time I'm in a world of my own. It's like, you remember during the pandemic when, obviously I'm English, but do you remember during the pandemic when Boris Johnson said to be in your bubble, and you just have to be in your bubble and you can't like go outside your bubble? Well, I'm in a bubble most of the time. I'm in my own bubble, I'm in my own world, and sometimes I think I should write like a fictional book like J.K. Rowling did. J.K. Rowling did for Harry Potter, and just make up this story. I think I'd be really good at making up a fictional story, because in the vast majority of the time I'm in a world of my own, and nobody's invited into my world. I'm just there on my own, living it. Nobody understands because I'm weird. I don't like to use that word weird, but the vast majority of people think I'm weird. But that's the way it is. I'm in my own little bubble most of the time. I've always lived in my own little bubble. It's just that I hide it on a day-to-day basis. Like, you'll see me and I just hide it from people, so people think that there's nothing wrong with me, and they think that I'm just faking it or whatever, but the vast majority of the time I'm just really good at hiding my issues, my problems. I still haven't put these nails on yet. I need to. I need to go back to TK Maxx and get some more of these. These are so cute. These are little, they're actually from the kiddies section in TK Maxx, and the little stick-on nails. And they've got like little bows on, and I need to go on to Amazon actually and buy some fake nails, and then buy some little stick-on bows, and then I can make up my own nails, because some of these are a little bit too small for me. Like I said in another video, I've got these ones as well. These are the same. They're so cute. Kids have got the best things, but they're just a little bit too small for me. But they're just so cute. Kids have got the best best freaking things ever. This is a bit dirty, this makeup. See, I'd say I've not even cleaned my makeup yet. I'm terrible. So let's put some of this on. These are my favourite freaking colours ever. Favourite colours ever. This palette, eye palette, was, I think it was £1.99, and I bought it from Farm Foods in Leek in Staffordshire, which is about 15 minutes away from where I am. And I love it. Because I love all of the freaking colours. I love those colours so much. They're the most gorgeous colours. So what colour should we put on? So we put on some pink. Some of this pink colour, because it's dead vibrant. Look how vibrant that is. And we can make it like rainbow colours. Let me know in the comments below, do you have autism, or do you know somebody that's also got autism? I was diagnosed with autism, let's do some blue. I was diagnosed with autism a few years ago. So when I went to NHS, I had a provisional autism diagnosis, and then I had a proper autism diagnosis a few years later. And when you go for your initial autism assessment, they say to you that it might not be autism, because autism can look like sociopathy, which I know is really controversial, but it can really look like sociopathy, and sometimes it can be really hard for the professionals to see, is it autism or is it sociopathy, which is otherwise known as antisocial personality disorder, because the two can look quite similar. I know it's a really controversial topic, but that's the truth. And even so, people that have got autism could have antisocial personality disorder. It's just that even the professionals can misdiagnose things, you know, especially if people with antisocial personality disorder are really good at pretending to be something they're not, or giving answers. But also autistic people can be really good at giving answers. Like I remember when I was in the National Health Service, I used to be constantly called with problems at work, probably because I was like causing problems. I'm not going to say that I wasn't. They used to call me the silent assassin. They used to say that I used to smile, but then I would say what I thought. But I'd say what I thought to people if I was upset about something. I would tell somebody later on that I was upset, but I'd smile at them at the time and tell everybody that everything was okay. But that can be an autism thing, but it can also be an ASPD thing. And I used to go for occupational health appointments, but the problem was I knew what the occupational health assessor was asking me, and I used to pre-script conversations the night before or a week before if I knew that I was going to have like a meeting a week or the night before. So I used to pre-script conversations. I used to say in an email, I need to know what you're going to ask me, and so I used to pre-script my answers and conversations back, and so I knew the answers that I was going to give back to people at the time. And if there was issues surrounding my work or whatever, or issues surrounding like they would say you're not making eye contact with people and it wasn't appropriate, then I would make myself make eye contact with people and smile at the occupational health assessor and tell the occupational health assessor exactly what he or she wanted to hear. And so I used to be signed off as being fine. And so I used to act my way through things, and a lot of autistic people can do that, but then a lot of people with antisocial personality disorder can do that, and so it can be really difficult for even healthcare professionals and psychologists and psychiatrists to identify, is this autism or is it something else? And that's really controversial. But autistic people what I'm trying to say is autistic people can be really good at pretending to be something that we're not in order to fit in with society, and so we can be missed, especially autistic women. That's what I'm trying to say. We can be really good at pretending and putting on this mask and this persona of being this person in society and acting. We'd make really good freaking actors to get what we want in life. And so that's what I used to do. And so anyway, don't know if you can see, that's my camera setup. I know I've said it before, I'm using a DJI Osmo Pocket 2 camera. Bought it a while ago to do my YouTube autism videos, but we can be really good in acting in life, and so everybody thinks that we're okay, when the reality of it is we can be really struggling with anxiety, and a lot of us have obsessive compulsive disorder and eating disorders and all those type of things that go along with autism, while everybody else thinks that we're doing okay, essentially. Bit of blusher. And so it can be really challenging, I'm not laughing, it can be a really challenging disability to live with, because it is a disability, it's disabling, that a lot of people don't understand. And a lot of women who are really good at acting, we can have it our entire lives and it won't be picked up. And it can be really difficult for mental health professionals and neurodiverse services that deal with just autism and attention deficit disorder, ADHD, to pick it up, because we can be really good at putting on this act, this persona, so people can think we're essentially lying when we're not. And so, as a result, it can be quite debilitating. So, I've just got lipstick on my camera. It's like, it doesn't matter, it's just a 500-600. Actually, the whole freaking setup of this camera was like, my DJI, better get that off. Sorry, I'm gonna have to get it off because it was dead expensive. My DJI camera was £499 when I bought it, and this microphone was £100. The DJI microphones are £100 each, and my the stick that it's on was like 40. The whole setup of the whole thing, and then I've had to buy it's called an all-in-one. It's like an all-in-one. It's like a tiny little bit that goes on the bottom of the DJI camera. That was £150 at the time. The whole setup of this camera and these other things I bought was like nearly £800. So I really don't want to get makeup on it if I can help it. But it's such a good freaking camera, and I got it because it's the Osmo Pocket 2. I was going to get the Osmo Pocket 3, but it's a little bit bigger than the Osmo Pocket 2, so I'm a little bit unsure, because sometimes when I do videos I go to like Buxton places and I do videos in public, and I like the fact that it's a little bit inconspicuous and people can't see it as much. Whereas the Osmo Pocket 3 is a little bit bigger, chunkier, and you can see it more. I'm not sure about that. But when the Osmo Pocket 4 comes out, then I think I'm definitely going to buy that. It just depends how chunky it is. I don't want it to be like really big, really chunky. Although people do look at me a bit gone out sometimes, because the thing with this, because you've got this microphone on and it's like, it goes for like a long length, like you can walk away, I don't know how many meters or whatever it is, but you can walk away. Sometimes like on my other channel, I I'll go into Buxton and I'll set my camera up and I'll leave it there and I'll walk away a distance and I'll be talking to myself as I'm walking towards it, and people look at me like she's talking to herself. What the hell? Call the crisis team. Not that the crisis team would no offence to the crisis team, but they'd probably just tell me to have a cup of tea and just go for a walk. They're not even bothered. Don't worry about it, you'll be fine. Just go and have a cup of tea. Don't call us again. No offence. But people look at me a little bit gone out, or you get like these old folk that have come on coach trips that are so sweet that just stand behind you and they're looking dead posh because they think they're on camera, like they think they're on BBC News or something, and you think, no, don't worry about it, love, I'm just this weirdo doing a video with no subscribers. Can't even do nail tapping because I've not even got any nails. I'm a disaster, aren't I? I'm a freaking disaster, telling you. Disaster. Well, I'm not much of a disaster. I put my car keys in the freezer. That's not even the worst thing. About 3 or 4 months ago, and actually I've done it as well recently. I have a hot water bottle at night time, and because like a comfort thing. And you know, when you take the cap off the hot water bottle, I took the cap off the hot water bottle, and I was making a cup of coffee at the same time, a decaf coffee, because I have anxiety at night time. And I went to put the milk cap bottle back on the milk bottle, the cap back on the milk bottle, I should say, and I was trying to I didn't realise I was using the hot water bottle cap to try and cap the milk bottle, and the hot water bottle cap, as I was trying to screw it on, went straight into the milk bottle, and it was plopping along inside the milk bottle, and I couldn't get it out, so I ended up drinking all my milk, and all the time it had a hot water bottle cap bobbing along in it. It's terrible. So bad. And it probably sounds like not much. I've done worse things, like I've done the most random things, terrible, like putting diesel in my petrol car and then burst into tears in the petrol station. I've done the most weird things. I'm honestly, and then I come across to people like I'm fine, and people think I'm okay, and I'm not, honestly. Autism, if I could come back, I'm not saying like autism is a bad thing, because it's not. It makes me who I am, and it's got me to where I am in life. Like, it's got me with my business, and it's got me through medical school, and I've done 2 degrees. It's got me through my education. But if I could come back as being this super confident, non-autistic person that just functions like everybody else, that can just do things that every other person can do, then I would do, because it's just, in my opinion, a little bit debilitating, and something that I'd rather not have, which sounds awful. So put a little bit of pink nail varnish on now, so put your fingers out like this. I'm not saying it's a bad thing though, so I don't want anybody to think that I'm saying it's a bad thing, because it's not. But it is a little bit on the debilitating side, as in we trust people when people mean us harm, and we struggle so much. I'm saying we, might not be everybody, like we might not all be the same. I'm opening up now about my autism, aren't I? Everybody's going to unsubscribe. I promise I won't talk about autism again. leave a comment below, let me know, do you guys have autism, or do you know somebody that's got autism? Or do you have anxiety? Anxiety, fucking debilitating condition, panic attacks and anxiety. Oh my God, it's the worst condition ever. And I think unless somebody's suffered with it, they don't understand what it's like, you know? And I think there's a lot of people on this planet that struggle with mental health and neurodiversity. Neurodiversity can be all sorts of different things, by the way. It doesn't have to be autism or just autism. It can be all sorts of different things. And there's a lot of people that struggle, and there's a lot of people that hide it. And I'm here to tell you that you're not on your own anyway, because I know exactly how you feel. Even though I'm a complete freaking disaster. And my videos are probably really weird. I know my videos are probably the weirdest freaking videos that you've ever seen ever. And I talk too much about my personal problems, which I shouldn't do. I should keep it really, really professional. But nevertheless, I can't change it. I can't change who I am as a person. And hopefully it's going to help somebody out there to not feel alone, and to feel like you're loved and you are a nice person, you are special, no matter how unique you are, because uniqueness makes us special. Because if we was all the same, the world would be a freaking boring place. Anyway, see you soon, and I probably made you look like a complete clown now.